What's up everyone, here's our 100th video. So today we're going to talk about a very important topic in the fitness industry. I want to clear the air about my stance on it. I want to share why I chose to make that decision for myself. And the answer is no. I've never taken, and I've never wanted to take any. I've never wanted to put my health on the line just to get better performance and also have just a better physique overall. It might shorten your life. It might give you health issues, heart issues. Your organs are gonna suffer from it. I don't think the sacrifice is worth it. Working hard, being healthy should be the initial motivation for everyone that's trying to get better by lifting weights, doing sports. I used to be a football player, and when I was playing on the national team, they would make us go through a certain process that would sensibilize us. They would tell us pretty clearly that if you cheat, then you could get stripped of every mention, championship, you could cost your team, your reputation would suffer from it, they would put your name in the newspaper. I took those words to heart. Being a good model for my kids, a good model also for their friends, for the youth that surrounds me, is a very important thing for me. I don't want to show to them that, oh, okay, that is in shape, but that he has to cheat in order to get to that level. I want them to see that it is possible if you pay the price, which is blood, sweat, and tears. So my vision is always to take the stairs and not the elevator. I'm saddened a little bit because we came from a place where we would get those influencers, model, and they would lie, they would keep it secret, they would shine, and you would discover along the way that they were cheating. Okay, and then we went on to a new generation of influencers where they kind of understood that, okay, if I tell the truth, it's gonna be okay. I still get clients, I still get people who listen to me, watch my videos, and plus they will appreciate your honesty. Where it leads us now is people are so open that they're influencing the young kids to consume them at a very young age. I'm strongly against that, and I find that the industry is riddled by it. It's now very hard to distinguish a user from a non-user. I've been natural my whole life. I'm getting to a level where, okay, even when I'm at the gym sometimes, I get those people who are users who are asking me, oh, what are you using to get to that level? And I tell them nothing, and they can't even fathom, because for them, it just goes against everything they've ever believed in. I'm proud, but I'm not satisfied, because I know how hard I've worked to get there, but at the same time, I know how little it is. And also sometimes it could be a little discouraging for people because they see that, okay, you know, I could look like that pretty quick, but they don't value the fact that in order to look like that in maybe 6 months, they are sacrificing a lot of their future life. What I see is saddening because people are not willing to take the hard way anymore. And if you do, you still get some stones thrown at you, which sometimes it happens even on my page. I do find it like a compliment at the same time, because it means that I was right to take that path and still get to the same level as people who took the easy way. But at the same time, it's like, okay, getting knocked a little bit on the hard work I've done by people who never knew me. I've had a pretty challenging life, and I'm not complaining about it, but I'm the result of it, because every time I would go through a hard time, I would try to turn it into a positive, which is I take the negative thing that happened to me, I go to the gym because I don't want to hurt no one else than myself, get to that place, come outside of it, and then feel better. It's been 15 plus years I've been working out, and I've never wanted to cheat the process. Those huge channels, you know, of influencers, I'm a little disappointed because they got to do a better job at showing the real example to kids, which is work hard. Whenever I get to the top, then I'll appreciate the view. But if I cheat my way to it, I'll always knock myself for it, and you guys will probably do the same thing. I'm talking to you. If you're that one, if you're that guy who's looking for an answer, if you don't feel good about your physique, if you want to have better performance, I'm telling you, take the hard path. Stay with me on it. Try to work hard, build solid foundation. Don't look at other people's result. Look at yourself. It's going to be a long process, but if you do, people will be asking for your advice at some point in life. But if you cheat your way, honestly, you will be disappointed at yourself. And that will create just a negative spiral in your life because you will have to depend on something that is foreign. It is not going to be just your hard work. So people will be able to take credit off of your shoulders. So if I'm talking to a kid now that's looking for an answer, the answer is here. Maybe I'm not the top guys. Of course, people who cheat their way will beat me at certain stuff. I've lost against someone who's cheating. So for me, it's not really a L. You're going to the gym, you want to rush the process. Patience, 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 patience. You'll never build something great if you're trying to rush it. You need to plan it. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to fail. You need to take your time and build yourself a body that will last for ages. And then once you'll get to my age, you'll have kids and they'll be surprised of how great their father or mother looks. Build yourself stone by stone. It's gonna take years, and this is why it is beautiful, because this is a long process with always something to teach you. There's days where you're not gonna feel like it, your brain's gonna be foggy, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna have problems at home, with your parents, with your girlfriend, at school, but the gym is the place where you find peace, where you build your own temple, okay? But if it's built on the dark side, you're gonna regret the process, and this is not where I want to lead my people. Walk with me, run with me, jump with me, lift with me, and I tell you, we're gonna talk, and in 2 years from now, you're gonna thank me for it. And some people who take the easy way, it doesn't belong to them, so they cannot control the full extent of it. Yes, you're gonna get the muscle and stuff, but if you can't run a mile, what is it good for? You're super strong, but you can't jump. Or you're super fast, but you're shortening your life by a lot. Take the hard path. Everything you'll gain from it is going to belong to you and you only. This is a very good question. There's two ways to take credit out of my hands, is by saying that either I cheated or that I was just too gifted. But the truth is, guys, I had to go through my own trials. I was an orphan, so I didn't really know my real parents. I never had an image of how I could look like. I always emulated what I saw in comics, in mangas, in superheroes shows. I was watching them thinking that, yes, if I train like Goku, I'm gonna be like him. And honestly, I got to a point where it did work. I don't fly, but I jump pretty high. Some people will say, okay, it's a gift. My gift was a hard life. And this is why I chose to push my limit every day, every night. I would run. I have 3 dogs, 4 kids. I have many things that are challenging, and I like it because those things are what keeps me disciplined, and I cannot miss a day. Growing up for me was not easy. I had to build myself with only myself in the mirror as a model. Not taking away anything from my adoptive parents, but I had to build myself because there are certain things that they were not able to teach me. So I had to learn how to master myself, push myself, coach myself to an extent that made me who I am today. Some people will say, genetically gifted, but even when you put me with people like me, I think I've done pretty well by working hard and staying true to the grind. Answer is no! I'm not gonna take it. Even when I will grow up older, I find that there's beauty in aging. If you got to that stage of your life, which not every one of us will have, you are a lucky one, you are a chosen one, and you need to appreciate what life has been for you, and also accept that there's a new generation behind you. I'm lucky enough now to be over the age of 30 and still be able to run fast, jump high, lift hard, but that comes from my discipline. But as I get older, I will also try as much as I can to accept that this is no longer my time. This is my kids' time. So I'm going to be trying to teach them my way of doing things, which I also try to do with you guys by filming this video, because we're not living in the same city probably, but By the grace of social media and life and God, I'm able to reach all of you at once. It's more about sharing what you've learned than keeping it for yourself. And it's been a time where it was different, and I was younger, where you think about yourself, you're selfish, you're just focusing on yourself. As an athlete, you're not trying to give your secrets and solution to everyone. Now I got to a point where I still want you guys to have the same foundations, which is a strong discipline and unwavering motivation to get better by yourself. So as I get older, I'm just going to try to embody that as long as I can. And when I cannot, I will have shared it with enough people so it lives on even without me. So it's not just me, it's a movement, it's all of us together. It's us trying to change the world we're living in instead of accepting the limits and also the ways of a world that I find is sick at this moment. If you guys are interested in knowing and learning from my way of doing things, my vision and my philosophy, stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing as much as I can with you. Thank you, Neogenesis family. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and smash that like button because it helps us just providing more and feeding you guys more content. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.